Welcome to BTI, that's Bible Training Institute. We open the scriptures every week, line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little and there a little. Study with us and learn how to know God as a close, intimate, and personal friend, and learn what is soon to come upon this world.
All right, so we study something now. Here's this one person. They come in. We're studying something. But now next week, we're winning souls, right? Guess who's going to come in next week? Someone else who has, what has he heard? Nothing. And he's going to hear something now. Now he comes to church, and now you're on step 3. You're on step 3. But here, this person has come who's never heard anything. What's he going to need to hear? Step 4? What's he going to need to hear? Step 1. But wait a minute now, we're still in the same church, though, with those who have been here. So now, what is the congregation going to need to hear again? Step 1. Why? Because the only way that newcomer can hear step 1 is that the congregation must hear step 1. But you say in your mind, oh, I don't want to hear step 1. I've heard step 1 before. I want something new. Why is the pastor preaching the same thing? Isn't that what we say? But that means that we don't have the mind of a soul winner. The soul winner says, not only do I need to understand more, but someone is going to hear this for the first time. I remember when my teacher was teaching, I could hear him teach the same thing 1,000 times. And every day it was sweet. And it was sweet for 2 reasons. The first reason it was sweet, because every time I heard it, I learned a little bit more. I learned a little bit more every time I heard. But it was sweet the second time because I thought somebody is going to hear a message that they've never heard in their lives. And it's so sweet. The Seventh-day Adventist message is sweet. Can you imagine a crisis is getting ready to hit and you have 1 hour to prepare? What would you do if you had 1 hour to prepare for a crisis? What would you do? You understand what I'm telling you? Now it said, at some time, I wonder, Sister Desarmee, when the next one is thought it could explode. I think last year was bad. Just wait until the sun starts spewing plasma. A forecast solar storm in what? 2025 threatens mass power cuts, blackouts, and trillions of dollars of damage back here where? When did it say? Talk to me, somebody. 2025. I'm going to tell you plus or minus. If ever there was a time to get close to God, it's what? Now, in one word, I can tell you how to go through a solar flare. In one word, I can tell you how to go through a solar flare. You want to go through a solar flare? Yes. How do you spell it? Holiness. Do you know, there's some physical things that we need to do. But if we don't get holiness, no physical thing will even matter. Inspiration tells us over and over again, I'm going to pass on that. It says, be not deceived. Volume 2, 267. God is not mocked. What's that next word? Nothing but holiness will prepare you for heaven. What does nothing mean? There's nothing else. Now, if holiness regulates everything I do as I go into the sanctuary, what should happen to my life as I walk into the sanctuary? It should start changing based on the degree of holiness. Diet and dress, music and worship, the shoes, the hair, the life, all of my conduct for the last days. Why? So that I can become holy so I can know the Lord. See, without holiness, no man shall know God. So the sanctuary is trying to teach us how to get to know God. In order to know God, we must be holy. Am I right?
If you were blessed by this study and would like to be a part of the BTI, that's Bible Training Institute, simply have your Bible pen and paper handy and check out our weekly studies by logging on to molministry.com/BTI. Also, tune in every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the latest. Maranatha.